7597 and 23W003349. We're here for a pretrial in the 19S case and the 23W case, and show cause in the 19W case.
Rachel McDuffie for the people, and I think that's an error. Mine is actually a show cause too.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of T1 Browning. Mr. Browning, can you unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name?
It's Taiwan Browning.
Thank you, Mr. Browning. Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Not sure, but thanks for asking.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
In these matters, we are asking for a 60-day adjournment. Mr. Browning is working on getting things together, and he needs to do a drug assessment to get his license.
Here for show cause is.
I have a drive.
Oh, you're talking about the driving while license suspended in
operating
the 23W3349.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay. So you say he's doing what now with respect to his license?
He's doing a drug assessment to get his license.
I don't understand that. Why does anyone?
I don't understand it neither. I don't have nothing that is stopping me, my ability to drive. I don't have seizures. I don't have any drug cases where it's drug in my system.
I'm not sure what that's about, sir. But anyway, you're suspended, and what you need to do to get your license back is you need to pay your ticket from the 1482 district courts.
Okay. I'll call them today.
It looks like, let's see, trying to make sure, see what else do you have. You have that ticket, and you have one here, actually. Tell you to display a valid license. Which one is this? It is the 21W00155. Is that up today? No. So it's another ticket from this court that has you suspended, and the one from 1482. You need to pay those two tickets, and then you can get your license reinstated.
Okay.
When do you think you can have those tickets paid by, sir?
How much are they?
I don't know the answer to that. What I can tell you the one for 14B. Let's see. 21W. Zero 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 15. Oh, you're not even there. No, I'm sorry. 21W zeros. Yeah. There's no money. It's just a clearance fee. Why would he still be suspended? The 0555? Can you probably find out tonight? It would still be showing suspended. Because it is. All right, I have to find out why it's still showing you as suspended on this particular ticket. It looks like I gave you credit time served.
Yes. That's what I was wondering.
I think they have to. Yeah, I think there's a $45 clearance fee that you need to pay. I think that's it, but we're checking with the front desk on that.
I paid that when I was just incarcerated.
You paid the $45 clearance?
Paid two of them actually. Paid two $45 clearance fees. And I
When
think
you
that's when
say,
you gave me time credit after I paid the clearance fees. You had me pay them, then we went back to court. You gave me time credit. Time served.
well, I'm gonna check on what's going on with it. It's still showing you as suspended on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we're working on that right now, but that is the only thing it looks like that you need to do. If you're correct, you're correct, but they'll let me know. Okay.
Okay.
And then on other ticket, you have to call the 14A, whatever, wherever I said that was. Did I say two?
I think you did.
Okay, you should know because you got to make the call. So
Yeah, I'm gonna call regardless. I'm gonna call 14B.
14A, it's 14A too.
Okay.
Okay, you need to call them to find out what you need to do with respect to theirs. Once you've done those two things, then you can get your license back.
Okay.
All right. And you need to pay on the tickets here too that you still have outstanding. So though they're not keeping your license suspended, but after you get everything, your license back reinstated, you need to set up a payment plan to start making those payments. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sure. You're 175 on the 14A2 ticket.
Okay. I can get that paid by December 15th.
Okay. All right. Then I will bring you back here on January 16th, hopefully by the I'll bring you back here on January 30th. You need to call them because they might have to make you take another test or something that I'm not sure about. So you need to pay that off and call them immediately. Okay.
Okay.
January 30th, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m.
Okay.
You never heard anything from them out at the front desk, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is ask you to call out to the front desk this afternoon to talk to them about what you need to do about the ticket from this court. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they're looking into it right now to find out what's going on with that because I'm not certain. And then we'll when you talk to them, then pay off the other ticket, call Secretary of State, and then you should be able to get this back.
Okay.
All right, January 30th, 2024 at 10. I'll see you then. Take care.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
You too.
Bye-bye. Okay, thank you. Will recall the matter of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Brown, 23 FB 1157.
Rachel McDuffie for the people.
I'm a wire for Mr. Anthony Brown. No objection to Zoom. Mr.
Thank
Brown, if you hear me this time, state your full name, please.
Anthony Dwayne Brown.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Good morning.
All right, we're here for a review in this matter. Have you had an opportunity to review the report with your client?
I have your.
Anything you want to say on his behalf?
Yeah. If I remember last time you had wanted an assessment from the counseling people that he was going to, I believe he provided that. And now we've had a chance to go over the review recommendation. That the only Mr. Brown has no objections whatsoever to continuing through his counseling, and he has no problems with going through the weekly AA or NA meetings. He's been doing that since this has been going on with no violations. The only thing that he is requesting, and it's strictly because of economics that you take the tether. I think he still has the tether. If he does, I may be mistaken, but I don't think there's a need for that. And I don't think there's a need for continuing testing. That cost him approximately $13, he said, every time. And he's on disability and not, you know, I would do that. He's been, like I said, he's been abstinent for eight years for cocaine and for the last 7 months for the alcohol. So I don't think there's a need for that. That's all. Thank you.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the end of what you said?
That's right. The last point was I don't believe there's a need for continual testing. It's just because the cost involved. I don't believe he's working. I don't have my full file here, but I think he's on disability. And Mr. Brown, are you still wearing a tether, an alcohol tether?
No, I completed it. I'm just going to Averex 3 times a month, and it's $17.
Oh, Judge, so that's where I'm asking. He'll continue going to his counseling and the meetings, but I don't believe the testing is
just hired for transportation.
Do you have a vehicle, Mr. Brown?
No, sir. That's the only thing that's holding me is hired for transportation.
How do you get from your house to the AA meetings or NA meetings?
I do one Zoom, and then I have a friend of mine from the meeting that picks me up and takes me. And I have to catch the bus to the A in Dearborn, like when my number pops up.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, thank you. Ms. McDuffie?
Thank you, Your Honor, and apologies. The last update I have for Mr. Brown is the one that I got on October 5th, I think, for our last review. So I'm not sure what the most is. I can hear Mr. Weiner's recap of what I believe this recommendation is. I would have to say, just due to the nature of the charges being controlled substance use and high BAC in the underlying case, I wouldn't find it appropriate.
One moment. Yes. Let's get the update from Ms. Stroud first.
Hello. That's my fault, Your Honor. I apologize. I overlooked this one on my docket for today. He is fully compliant with all his conditions, though, at this time. He did send me a updated assessment yesterday, and he's been testing consistently, no positives that I'm aware of. He sends me documentation pretty frequently for his meetings and everything, so he's compliant at this time.
And what is your position with respect to the request to stop testing?
Oh, I was on the phone. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that request. I don't support the request to completely stop testing. I believe he's testing, is it 3 times per month?
3 times per month, correct.
Yes.
I'd be okay with a reduction to maybe 2 times per month, but I don't think that we should get rid of the testing altogether. He's sentenced to 18 months probation, so I don't think it's appropriate yet to do that.
Thank you. All right, Ms. McDuffie now.
That's pretty much what I was going to say. I didn't want to discontinue it altogether.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Now is your opportunity to say what you would like to say.
I've just been compliant. I just want to put this past me. I know I made a valuable mistake, and I promise you it will never happen again. I'm just trying to get my life back in order, and that's it. I apologize, like, to my family, to my tribe. I did make an awful mistake. I'm just sorry.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're compliant and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it looks like your restrictions and requirements have been lessened over the course of your time on probation so far. I agree with both the prosecutor as well as the probation department that for the nature of the charges that we have here, that is not what we do. We don't take people off of testing this early in the probationary period. I will agree to reduce the amount of testing that you have, given the financial burden and the hardship with travel that you are indicating that you have, but I'm not willing to completely stop the testing at this point in time.
Is there any way that I can like once a month, because it's the transportation, it's about to be wintertime. It's real hard from like far as transportation because I'm staying in Inkster and this way in Dearborn, and the bus only run like every other hour.
Is
It's
there a
hard.
place that is closer to you? Is that the closest?
No, that's the only one. That's the one I've been going to since the probation Ms. Strauss put me on. It's closer. That's the closest one.
Okay. Well, at this point in time, I'm going to continue your probation. I'm going to do a review in 90 days. I am going to require that you do testing. One, I'm not willing to go down to one time per month just yet. Just twice a month. I think that you can manage that for another couple months until we make sure that everything is in line. It will get reduced over the course of time. So what Ms. Straub can do is if after another couple months she feels that it's sufficient for you to have it reduced again, she can do that on her own accord and reduce it to one time per month.
Okay, and I have another question. I was wondering, like, is there any way that I can pay like my aunt's is like she's getting older and she needs some help, and she's willing to like try to pay my probation off because I'm trying to move to Texas. I didn't exhaust all my funds here, and I was trying to leave like after my birthday, but I want to make sure I apply with you guys first. I have an
Well,
address.
you have to get permission to transfer any probation to another
Oh,
state, sir.
okay.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
I just want it to be known the testing location that he is currently supposed to be testing at is 2.9 miles from his house. So there's nothing closer that I could provide to him. It's closer than most people have to the testing
I
location.
appreciate that information. I'll see you back here on February 20th, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m., sir.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I don't have to come back for that review here.